this show on the. Oh man, I forgot to plug up the mic. Let's get this show on the road, family. Let's get it on. Get out of here this morning. So I'm doing my show right now. I have to finish up. Wake up. It's ridiculous, man. Alright, so listen, I'm just glad for the family to join. That when the people about to get up out of here, we gotta be somewhere by 6. Actually, about 6:30. Quality and Mr. Meeting. I got to go and open the doors and stuff like that. Blah, blah, blah. You know, I know some of y'all like, man, what happened to the show last night? Same thing has been happening in shows for the last couple of weeks. I'm tired. I came home, got in the tub, and said, man, I am tired of doing the shows today. Got that nice hot water, so didn't have to worry about that. And I remembered I had to worry about this trip. Maybe together. Get out of here. We plug in the mic for this and then we get started. Step by step by step. I was planning to be on time this morning too. Man makes plans and God laughs, right? Alright, so let's go and we're gonna go and post up our ancestors. We got family coming in. I see some of y'all. Throw up your messages. Gye-Nyame journey will be in Michigan today. Going to the Black Museum, Black History Museum, ADOS Museum. Oh man, alright, so let's go and let's handle it. So first off, I need to remind you that you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty. This is the place where your hustle builds muscle. Welcome to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Oh, she up. You up this morning, huh, girl? Alright. She's going to be back up early in the morning because we got to do it again. We will do our talk and toast over this weekend. So we'll be having a little bit of time on Umba and Mani to talk about some of the stuff that's going to be going on or that's going on in the community and furthering our conversation. Now, I do not know why I'm still having problems with my phone. My equipment, buttons have been pushed. I don't know how, why. Neither does monitor enable so that you can listen to the source. I don't see what's going on because it's not registering sound at all. Very interesting. Very interesting. Check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2. Alright. So we have to work that out over this weekend. Hopefully we get the lines back open. But of course, you know this is a Heart of Simple production, and this is the Daily Toast, where we strive to blow up all your old paradigms. So years, I used to be that Mike used to pick up all the drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should we say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Man. Now grab your glass for that water. Get your container of that water. Then pour yourself some water. Get ready to drink that water. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, live, pour, then drink. Man, all the water almost gone. Now move your body and drink some water. Stretch, move your body and drink some water, okay? Move your body and drink some water. Fam, just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, move, move, and drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, drink, toast. Breathe, lift, move, toast. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Take a breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up with me, fam. Drink, 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 drink. Drink, 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 drink. Alright, so we're going to get this toast up and popping, family. Listen. So, trying to get out of here and get to this Cincinnati. My fault, Detroit. Hopefully some of y'all is going. But I will see when we get here this morning. We riding on one of those coach buses. Oh yeah, we doing it in style. So I'm not gonna drink up all that water that I used to because I don't want to be on that bus. Y'all know sometimes that too much water rush right through you. clean you out when you're not ready or in the proper spot to be cleaned out. You know, some of y'all experience that. So let's get this toast on, celebrating our personal ancestors, lifting them up, sending out energy to those that need it. Because we know, I mean, we got family and friends that we wanna reach out, we want to touch. We might not be able to do it in a physical manner, but by us coming together every day, we built up enough energy where we could have energy to share, right? So we got friends and family all over the world that may be going through something, and we want to make sure that we send them the vibes that they need to make it through. All right. So, of course, we're gonna start with the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that creator. Once again, by the name that you choose. So we lift and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? We go to our illustrious list of our ancestors, and it's growing. And we're not celebrating the fact that the list of ancestors is growing. We're celebrating the fact that the list of people that are passing ancestors to us is growing. I want to thank each and every last one of you for reaching out to people and liking and sharing the video. Slowly but surely. You know, one of the things I learned in my life is if it comes fast, it don't last. If it comes slow, it's good to go. Right? We've been on a long, and as my grandmother used to say in one of her favorite gospel songs, long and tedious journey. You understand what I'm saying? And I appreciate the fact that many of y'all have chose to walk with me. All right, here we go. Calling on our ancestors: Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert the Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilley, George and William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris Alfine, Cleveland Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvar Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fuller, Montague Pittman, now No More X, Sapet Mont, Rob Malika Kapoor, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Billy Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Burpo, Edgar Jr., J. Edwards, Carla Hayes, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, there, Gail Pulley, and Alexa Brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mary, Mr. Frederick Crawley, Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Mr. Reba Dow, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kill Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCray, Fritz Clark, Frankie Johnson, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lewis Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clayburg, B.D. Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agoso Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Shemaine, Aunt Evelyn, Deolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Ida Johnson, Florence Jim Carter, Joanne Thorne, Patricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, May Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy Sullivan Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hader Pearson, Sergeant Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Banks, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kiffey, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey. Cleveland, did you talk to your mom about the 18th of May? Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Del Rita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Adley Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinez, Elder Armitage Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Franklin Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs, the second Vina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dylan Aries, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan, William Walter West, Nigella Paris, LWC D. Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFritas Hines, Inez Bostic, and the Bostic with a free Scandalberry. Wilson Hadley, Elma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Sprouting, Calvin Sprouting, Charles Wooden, Philly Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Eda Cadney, Dennis Carter, Michael Carter, Ampina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Carter Mosley, Carter Lee, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans, Sr., Sam Evans, Sr., Naylon Blair, Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Nico Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Pookie, also known as Gypsy. Shots out. I miss that man's laugh. Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Hopper, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Mina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher George, and Hallie Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Darren Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet Tubman Case, Vincent Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Janina Baker, and Nino Baby Hatch, Senior Mally Miller, Ozzy Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Needy Johnson, Venture Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornette and Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ward Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Leroy Ford, James Harris, Marvin Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Vanilla, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Arlington Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and Will Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lizzie Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Bobby Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rupert Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Royal Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Rupert Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cece Russell, Diane Irvin, Harvey Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Sekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Vincent Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Oliver, Mazarine Cooper, George Swan, Edmonia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. And move into our black book. Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis, Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham Quincy, Mama Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Demonte, Marcus Price, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beer, Herb Jefferson, Ralph Mickens, Ed Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severin Clayton, Leonard Jones, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elder Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Nisa Goray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid Isin, also known as Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flint, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gatz, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominique Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson. That's the newest addition to our list. Shots out. We raise up our glass to all of those ancestors. We say Ashe. From their family, we move to the present moment, lifting up our glass to the present moment, celebrating, because we're doing the work to make sure that our children have a place to build, have a foundation upon which they're going to stand. Remember, life is not our own, much as we want it to be sometimes. We're preparing the way for our children and our children yet to come, many generations. So we got to go and we got to celebrate this moment, this moment right now, this present moment. Nia is the principle of the day. Nia is the day. I'm asking you to activate your reticular formation and find pictures and ideas of Nia, examples of Nia that you could post up on Gye-Nyame Journey, post up on your timeline. Purpose, for those that don't know the language, purpose is, Nia is the word for purpose. Purpose is the English equivalent of Nia. Balance is the mighty principle of the day. Yellow is the color of the day. Don't have the color on today. Rhythm, can't find my yellow shirt. Don't say nothing, anime. Don't say nothing. Rhythm is the hermetic law today. Male name for the day is Kofi. Female name is Afua. You got any Kofis and Afuas in the house? Alright. So, that's the present moment. We lift up our glass and we salute and we say Ashe. We remember our children, our children's children on to infinity in advance. We salute them so that they may one day shake up the world and remember and lift up a glass in our name. We say Ashe. From there, family, move to all of our relations and we toast and we say Ashe, right? From all of our relations, we move to that selfish moment. What you need in this moment, family? What is it? Come on now. Don't be shy. Let us know what it is. Alright? Got it? Ashe. From there, family, we move rapid, fast as we can. The next step. And the last step, and that is to toast the most magnificent, beautiful, uplifting, outstanding, strength enhancing, unifying, determined, responsible, focused, incredible person on the planet. And you know who that is? It just happened to be you. It had to be you. We lift up and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, we wish you peace, power, and joy and 100 years. And I'm about to get up out of here. I'm going to sip on this just a little bit. You said I drank too much water? Speaking of water, go on. I need me another water. Give me water over there, please. It had to be you. It had to be you. Alright, family, check it out. So we are on our way to Detroit, so we're checking the timeline because, of course, I'm going to be posting things of purpose and on purpose today. Adventures, because I love when the young people have adventures. Although it's hard work, man. Keeping these kids, tearing shit up. You know, I mean, one day one gonna want to touch everything. You know. And we're gonna do it. We're doing laser tag. We're gonna go eat. We're gonna have a good time, family. Laser tag. That's right, man. Why we gotta pay all that money? Education costs. Right? So family, of course, we will be doing our toast and talk. We'll be doing our toast and talk this weekend. So you're welcome. Come on out. What's your thoughts, your ideas? Oh, God, that wasn't y'all like the little copper thing. You know, remember the healing benefits of copper. I can't find my copper cup now. Life is rough around the Gye-Nyame house. My kids found my cat yesterday. What y'all think? Thumbs up if they should. Thumbs down if they should.
Grandma, if you're watching it and it looks just like Donald.
Which means it looks like Donald Trump. Alright family, this is Brother Hatim. I'm up and I'm out.